Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac. We're just gonna play as Isaac this time because I am really weirded out by the fact that my voice just cracked like I was going through puberty for the 6.9th time. You think that's funny? You broke character, Kate. Now I'm all out of sync when it comes to the commentary. I gotta get back into the Northernlion mindset. Which is ridiculous. I mean, going through puberty 6.9 times doesn't make sense because puberty is obviously something that only exists in whole numbers. So, you know, unless you're Michael A.L. Fox, in which case you did only go through puberty, you know, maybe half of the time when he was 25. But in any case, we're gonna get started here. Why am I taking Isaac? I had something I wanted to say there, but I mostly forgot about it. But I think it probably boiled down to I am sick of getting shitty active items on item rooms, which is basically what killed our last run. Mind you, there was, you know, a Polyphemus that showed up on the last run in the very final item room. That's pretty amazing. I can't really shit talk that. But we also had the Bean. We also had Shears. We also had, Teleport. That was the other one. So we had 3, like, active items that I didn't even want because I already had Book of Belial show up in item rooms. And basically, you know, the lost opportunities there probably contributed pretty heavily to my eventual death against Isaac. Although I did put up the old college try, at least as best as I possibly could. You know, given my skill and also the items that I had at my disposal. You know, Polyphemus is not a game winner by itself. You need a little bit more to kind of put you over the top, I think. I'm just kind of exploring for right now because unfortunately, for what seems like the 10th time in a row, we have gotten an XL floor on our very first floor, which means I'm kind of at the whim of the random number generator. If it wants to give me keys, then we can go to our item rooms and I could feel, you know, somewhat vindicated. If it doesn't want to give me keys, then I'm kind of stuck where I am, aren't I? In any case, let's continue moving on here. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm getting Isaac fatigue. I'm very careful about saying things like that because there's always people who have like an agenda. They're like, why do you keep playing the Binding of Isaac? Well, I keep playing the Binding of Isaac because I like it and people like watching it. And, you know, there are times when people like watching it more than I like playing it, and there's certainly times when I like playing it more than people like watching it. But, you know, the constant is that there's demand there on both sides, and I still enjoy it. We're probably going to have to end up taking Scapular, aren't we? Yes, is the answer to that question. But, I'm getting a little Isaac fatigue, but it's only because there's, like, normally I have so many games to cover with, like, Let's Lookouts and stuff, that, there's, you know, variety's the spice of life, and my life can get pretty spicy, because I play maybe, like, 7 to 10 games a week, to evaluate them as candidates for, like, Let's Look At videos. But this week there's, like, nothing coming out on Steam, and this is gonna be a little bit disjointed, because this episode's probably coming out, like, the week after the kind of bereft week on Steam, at least as it looks with like new releases. But you know, like Thief is going to be coming out. You guys are going to be like, why don't you cover Thief? Anyway, you know, we may. This is actually going to be a higher priority reroll target, unfortunately, than Scapular. So Scapular is going to end up going with us. We have accidentally been teleported to the I Am Error room. I am not pleased with the way that this has gone, except if these are 4 really good pills. Oh my god, they're all bad trip. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, well, there's some Tears upgrades. This is not an Isaac run anymore. This is another bad trip. What about this one? Speed up, okay. And this one? Range up. Okay, so we did get some bonuses here. Oh, you know what? No, never mind. This is great because we can telepills out. Okay, see you later, fuckers. That's huge for us. Because now I get to keep the D6, but I also got a bunch of Tears range and speed upgrades and a free little Steven. Okay, so all is not lost. Oh, I was really scared there for a minute, but the fact that there was another telepills inside of there was amazing. Okay. Anyway, yeah, this week on Steam, it's basically just a bunch of early access games, which is not necessarily to say that they're negative, but a lot of the developers are not necessarily comfortable sending out review copies because they don't necessarily think that their game is ready to be covered in a critical state. There's also a karaoke game, which will get me content ID match to fuck, and also I'm the worst singer in the world, so I don't know if I'm going to cover that one yet. And apart from that, it's like a bunch of casual racing games, which again, I love racing games, but I guess we'll see. Another range upgrade pill is actually pretty useful. Might as well check out this room. We do have a reroll available, and it's probably going to be our last reroll. So we're going to reroll the pills, and this floor is great, but it's not over yet, which is also great, but I don't know. We'll see how it works out. Just a middling passive would be like what I would want from this item room after we reroll it. It's unfortunately a terrible active, and that means that Scapular is probably 100% guaranteed, because if I get another reroll, I'm most likely to use it on the Deal with the Devil, but if there's no Deal with the Devil or the Deal with the Devil's good, I'll probably come back and use it on Monstrous Tooth, just in the hopes of getting something a little bit better. But we might even get one more reroll than I'm expecting. It depends how big the rest of the floor is. Not 100% sure yet how much space there is available for us. Library, obviously very tempting. If I had gone in this direction to start the run, I probably would have started by going into the library and trying to get like as many rerolls as possible and exhausting that item pool, but you know, that ship has sailed. Sorry, that train has sailed, my mistake. So, sincerely, that I Am Error Room is actually like an enormous boost for us, like a 1 or 2 floor boost. The speed upgrade is nice. 1 speed upgrade is basically where I feel most comfortable. Little Steven's an okay item to get. It doesn't really give us a huge chance of success relative to where we were, or where we would be if we didn't have Little Steven. But it's nice to get that extra damage. The homing tears are kind of negligible. But the big thing, 2 tears upgrades is enormous. Very, very enormous. I mean, I guess it's kind of redundant to say that. But sincerely, like, that rate of fire increase is going to make a huge impact on our chances for success, and it just means that if we get damage increasers, even better. We're kind of lucky and kind of unlucky to be fighting another vanilla boss here. I was a little bit hoping that we'd end up fighting Famine, so that I wouldn't have to worry about rerolls, but I'm not going to reroll Squeezy. Another Tears upgrade is fine. This means we will have one more reroll that I can use on potentially the library, but I'm not going to, that I can use on Monstrous Tooth. So it looks like we're going to be leaving with Squeezy, an HP upgrade, actually 2 HP upgrades because of the Eternal Heart, Scapular, a range upgrade, a speed upgrade, Little Steven, Harlequin Baby, and am I forgetting something else? It might be like a... No, I think that's basically it. But that's a very good first floor, if you ask me. Now, we still have maybe a little bit of potential for some more stuff to show up, but I kind of doubt it. Overall, though, you know, you don't normally get super lucky with that I Am Error Room. I got very lucky that Telepills took me there. That's the second time it's happened in, you know, maybe 10 videos, which is pretty unlikely. And I was even luckier to get out. Otherwise, we would have lost the D6. We would have stuck with the pills, and, you know, that's not the end of the world, but it also would have made this not an Isaac run, and certainly not nearly as strong as I am right now. Got another bomb back as well. You know, he's the director of Greenberg and The Squid and the Whale. No, but there's a tinted rock that is tempting to me, but where is it? Where was that tinted rock? It was on a golden chest area, and I want to get that damage increase by way of the small rock. I don't really want to open the... yeah, there it is. I don't really want to open the golden chest. I might end up doing it by accident, or if we get another key, I would end up doing it. Okay, we traded a bomb for a spirit heart. Not a trade that I would consider, you know, very useful at this point in the game, but it's done. And again, very useful floor. 2 HP, 3 Tears upgrades, bunch of spirit hearts, 2 familiars, 2 fairly decent familiars too. And yeah, that's basically it, all things considered, but that's enough. It's enough to feel very good about the way things went down there. We didn't get to go to the shop. That's the one kind of annoyance, I guess. But that's okay. We'll check out our item room here, and we found it early. This is Inner Eye that gives us a triple shot. It does, okay. I always get the eyes confused. There's Mom's Contact, there's, you know, what's the other one? Like Kane's Eye or Mom's Lashes or something that gives us just a Tears upgrade. But Triple Shot is a much better pickup, and I'm really, really liking the flavor of the items that the run is giving us right now. I think it's going to lead to some cool tier effects and interactions later. Can't really do too much with our shop for now, but that's a-okay. Triple Shot is a huge boost, and, you know, like Quad Shot, I think it lowers the individual damage from each shot, but I may be mistaken there. But if you hit them with at least 2 of the shots, then it adds up. And of course, you know, just being able to shoot in kind of a spread pattern is valuable enough in and of itself. You play Contra, man. In Contra, you can tell a lot about a person by the gun that they valued the most. You know, if they value the flamethrower, that person likes to get down and dirty, up close and personal. Not my style. If they like the rocket launcher, very confident in their ability to actually, you know, get a hit. More worried about damage than accuracy, or, you know, the ability to hit an enemy, which is great. You know, I want that person on my team. You can be my co-op partner. But spread gun and missile launcher in Contra 3 Alien Wars. That's the combo you want. You fire the spread gun, you fire the missile launcher, or the homing launcher, and, you know, life is good. You're not going to lose. Well, actually, you probably still will lose many times until you memorize the enemy patterns. If you guys haven't played Contra 3 The Alien Wars, what the hell are you doing with your lives? That's a game that, you know, I hate to say this because it would probably turn out really shitty. That's a game where I would totally pay like $15 for an HD reskin. Although the HD reskin they did of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4 Turtles in Time was god-awful. and like substantially worse than the original. We're gonna reroll both of these because they're bad, but I will totally pay 3 Spirit Hearts, which is way better than paying those Red Hearts at this point, for Lord of the Pit, which is an HP upgrade, plus now I have the ability to fly. And yes, there's something to be said for maybe having the opportunity to become Guppy. I would love to, but for now, it's a little bit too risky, and I don't want to throw our, you know, seemingly winning run away for no reason here. Now, we're almost done with this floor in all likelihood. We have another golden chest that is tempting to open, but I think we're just going to leave this floor instead. What did we get? HP upgrade, ability to fly, and what did we pick up on this item room? Oh, we picked up triple shot. That's a really good floor. Triple shot, the ability to fly, and an HP upgrade. And we didn't even trade any HP to the devil for the right to have the ability to fly. So, you know, everything's very much coming on Millhouse right now. Hopefully we can continue this trend, because, you know, you're only as good as your last death, basically. But with 2 keys, we absolutely have the opportunity to check out some of our interesting rooms on this floor. Since I have the ability to fly, I don't know why I chose not to get out of the way. And I say chose because, you know, it was a mistake, but I did consciously sit there and say, like, okay, I'm not going to move. Because I think my best chance is actually standing still here for whatever reason. In hindsight, kind of a silly decision for most enemies in the Binding of Isaac. Maybe not all. There are some enemies where maybe standing still is worthwhile. I don't know who, though. Like the late game bosses if you have a full suite of orbitals, I guess. We found our boss room right away, so we're going to continue with this momentum. I feel like, you know, this train's rolling pretty quickly. I don't want to jinx myself, but I really would love for Fistula to somehow pay out with something that gives me some bombs. We're missing out on a lot of Tinted Rocks, and that doesn't really bother me that much because Spirit Hearts at this point in the game, not staggeringly useful, not a huge impact on my success, at least relative to what they will be as we get closer to the end of the game. But, you know, I would still like them. I'm going to take this because I know that one of those is a Telepills. There's a speed upgrade. I was hoping for a Tears upgrade. We got a speed plus range upgrade and 2 Telepills. We will use these Telepills, but we're only going to use them after we've already been to all the other rooms that we want to go to on the floor. And we may, in fact, save 1 Telepills for after the mom fight, because we can snag a deal with the devil there. So I think I probably should have re-rolled Mom's coin purse, but the Telepills still could end up being worth their weight in gold. It's a little bit of an unusual tactic for me to take. Normally, I would just, like, absolutely re-roll the coin purse, especially knowing that there's a whole bunch of, like, bad trip pills in the rotation, supposedly, or apparently. That's okay. Taking some damage here, but mostly I'm sacrificing my ability to dodge to expedite the process of finishing this floor, because we have more than enough health to kind of figure it out. Okay, this is what I was looking for. 2 Tears upgrade pills is basically, like, you know, 2 pretty good boss room item payouts. Our rate of fire should be crazy, which is really nice when I have triple shot to go along with it. Now, if we could just get some extra damage, I would have basically nothing to complain about from a, you know, an offensive standpoint. And from a defensive standpoint, we can fly. So if I complain about anything there, you have my permission to Rochambeau me as well. Now, you know, a little bit of damage wouldn't be so bad. And because our shots are traveling so quickly... Ooh, that's terrible. Because our shots are traveling so quickly, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I'll take Poison Touch. If I was able to get homing shots for myself, which... You know, now that I've kind of opted out of that item room, that's not really going to work for me. But okay, we have 3 Telepills. Let's take 1. That didn't do anything for us. We're going to take the second one. I'm hoping to teleport inside of the boss trap room here, but it's probably unlikely. Oh, we teleported inside of the shop, which is actually great. So that saves me a key, and by killing Greed, I should get either an item or some money. I guess I would actually probably prefer the money at this point because I can't reroll the item. If it's the quarter, maybe I would be different, but sure. Okay, and we got the Hierophant, which is well worth it. That was a good Telepills. But I think what I'm going to do, and this is a little bit ballsy, but also I think is the right course of action, is I'm going to hurt myself enough to get into that boss trap room, get whatever items in there, pop the Hierophant card, and we'll be good to go. This should hurt us coming out, yeah. Please. Okay, we gotta wait a second, I guess. This is gonna take longer than expected, but there's enough health for me to feel okay about doing this, you know, in the short term. There we go. And the Hierophant card should keep us alive, and that extra reroll might be important. I don't know. I don't know how it would be, but, you know, maybe. I guess I could have rerolled the Steam sale if I hadn't just picked it up, but I did pick it up, so be it. It'll allow us to buy items at one of the remaining shops, maybe. So then we go down into the boss room here. Boss trap room, I should say. And hoping for, obviously, like an HP upgrade or some meat or something. Pageant boy. It's pretty bad, honestly, but we've kind of committed to this already, so why don't we go for it? And, you know, it's enough money to buy something from 2 shops now. So be it. And it means that no boss for the remainder of the game will pay out with Pageant Boy. So, you know, that in and of itself is a priceless gift. Just kidding, there's actually like a fairly substantial price I would put on that. But you should be dead. 3 Larry Juniors is fine. I kind of wish I didn't waste the time. I'm not so much worried about the health because we should be able to get our health back. And the Hierophant card means that I'm not going to die on this room. There's basically 0 chance. So if I could just finish this off, maybe get another consumable? No, but another reroll. Okay. Well, we really, we gave that floor our all, so we can feel good leaving that floor and, you know, going home to our families, because we really put in a hard day's work on the caves part 2. A little extra HP helps ease the pain a little bit. Actually, a lot of extra HP helps ease the pain a little bit. Yeah, we'll use a bomb to blow up this Tinted Rock. Our final telepills. Ooh, yeah, I'll open it. Oh, fuck you. See you later. Our final telepills we're saving until after the mom boss fight. And the reason is because that could guarantee us a, well, not guarantee, but it could give us the opportunity to get a deal with the devil, which is usually pretty important when it shows up. It's beautiful. So, obviously, we're going to buy the compass. Tarot card, maybe, but mostly the compass is the important part here. We can see that there is a mini-boss. That would be useful information if we hadn't already fought Greed, but we have already, or if we hadn't already gone to the shop, but we have already gone to the shop, and we know that Greed is not there, so no big deal. So we'll pick up this key, which is very useful, and our item room contains Book of Shadows, which is useful if there's a blood bank, but there's not, as we can see. Spider butt, also pretty terrible, so we'll put that down and check out what's going on inside of our mob trap room. This is obviously going to be our #1 reroll target. Man, this is like the second episode where a mob trap room is paid out with like a shitty trinket, and I felt really bad about going to it, but so be it. Second episode in a row, I should say, not second episode overall. The second episode out of like 270 would be like pretty statistically insignificant in all likelihood, depending on what kind of trend you're trying to describe. Now, Zambros, not my favorite enemies to fight, but there will be some kind of, like, I don't want to say collateral damage, but, like, accidental damage that I do to them just by triple shots, weird kind of diffusion pattern. Hopefully that boss is Gluttony, right? That's basically what is in the back of my mind right now. If the mini-boss is Gluttony, we can make some good stuff happen as a result of that. And, you know, truth be told, I mean, you can watch the way things are going right now, and you can realize that we're in a very, very good spot. It's extremely unlikely that I'm going to find myself really running up against negative pressures for the next little while. We're going to survive. I don't really want Dead Bird. We're going to survive, maybe not until the end of the game. That's still up in the air, but we're going to survive at least until, you know, I'm confident to say Mom's Heart, but I'm pretty sure we're going to survive even a little bit past that. So, like, guaranteed, basically, unless I kill myself on a blood bank like a goddamn idiot. Wouldn't be the first time, quite obviously. No bombs still. That's been the real sore spot of this run, but that's really not that bad. We've had enough keys to accomplish basically whatever I wanted to accomplish, and that's more important than having bombs to blow up Tinted Rocks, especially when your health is already, you know, above adequate without the Spirit Hearts taken into consideration. And we're almost back to full health as well. Alright, so I'm glad that there was not a trinket there, because I don't really want... Actually, you know what? I could have used a trinket there. If there was Burnt Penny, which I think can show up in the Golden Poop, that would have been nice. But Fish Head's been okay. Not great, not terrible. Another bomb, which I will immediately use to get that Tinted Rock. Mostly, like, the reason I want to blow up the Tinted Rocks is to get at least the possibility... God, I'm an idiot. Get at least the possibility of the small rock. We actually got a key for that one, which is still kind of an okay trade, even though I need bombs more than I need keys. I still need keys, so I don't feel horrible about that. Bomb bag. I know that this is going to sound hypocritical, but I don't think the bomb bag is good enough for us to, you know, take that as compensation, especially when I've already put, what, like 4 rerolls into this endeavor here. Now, that is a half red heart that I do actually need. And it looks like we'll be lined up on rerolls basically perfectly in sync with our boss here. So I am just going to fight the boss, and we'll see if we get... Or not for the boss, but for the deal with the devil afterwards, basically. Or after the boss fight, we'll have a reroll, which is important. So we'll see if we want to use it. This is basically the easiest boss fight that we could possibly encounter at this point, minus, I don't even know... We're on Necropolis 1? No, this is definitely a blessing for us. We should not be fighting a boss this easy, but sometimes you get lucky. I mean, when I say we should not, I mean it's part of the boss pool here, so we should, but just lucky us, basically. Range upgrade or bomb bag? I think the bomb bag is better than a range upgrade. Okay, fuck you too, game. Looks like we're probably gonna have to settle here on this floor. And I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not sure. This is basically what I'm trying to get. I'm reconciling it in my head right now. Is bomb bag actually better than a range upgrade? Yeah, probably. Our range is already adequate. We've already had 2 range upgrades. That's why, like, even if we had 0, I still probably would value the bomb bag more. But we don't have 0. We have enough. So I think my reroll will go to the range upgrade, or whatever this mini boss gives us if it's like truly dog shit and not a passive. But we could get the attack fly here, which would be nice. We could also get shoop to whoop, which would be reroll, in which case we'd be leaving the floor with a range upgrade and a bomb bag and whatever we get from the reroll here. So you kill the blue one last, and that gives you a better chance of getting the attack fly instead of shoop to whoop, I think. Well, we just got a bomb. That's fine too, though. So, we are going to take bomb bag. That is the one thing that was a guarantee for us, basically, once we saw how this floor was going down. And then we're going to take our reroll to the range upgrade and see how that works. No, sorry, we're going to take the bomb bag and then take... No, that was right. It came out phrased in a very strange way for me. But that's okay. So, if we go down and far to the right, we'll find our boss room, and I'm really hoping this reroll just pays out with standard boss room items, basically. Coat hanger would be great. So we already have squeezy, HP upgrade, meat especially. You know, honestly, the box is pretty good too. Just, okay, we lived. Much to my surprise. Is that a bad trip pill? It is a bad trip pill. Mom's Pearl's a great trinket, though. That's fine. And we got some extra consumables. I feel good. You know, there's a reason to take all of these pills, but I still think telepills, I've committed to it. Actually, you know what? It's a little fucked up because the Hermit card is probably a lot better for getting a deal with the devil. And I say that, getting a deal with the devil right now, I should say. And I say that because it guarantees you a trip to the shop. So there's 1 key saved at least. Plus, you know, you still get teleported out of the boss room if you use it appropriately, which means that you get that chance to deal with the devil. But you get a guaranteed payout as opposed to telepills, which could give us an IM error room, but also, in all likelihood, won't. So... we're gonna do something a little funky here. I know this is greed or super greed, but we're gonna fight greed, and the reason I did this is because I saw via the compass that the item room was adjacent to this. Don't take any more damage. I saw the item room was adjacent to the secret room, so I thought, why don't we, I guess I got lucky that we got a bomb there. Why don't we plan our rerolls effectively, and then I've just realized that I haven't planned them effectively, and I wasted a bomb. Oh well, at least we know where that item room is, you know, and the room adjacent to it. That was me thinking that I was a pretty clever guy, and pretty quickly finding myself in a difficult spot. It's okay, though. An extra spirit heart. That's Mom's Pearl in action. It's a great item, or a great trinket, I should say. I'm very excited to have it. I'm pretty surprised that the small rock hasn't showed up. That's been kind of the norm recently, but that's okay. This is not a dead end. In fact, this is almost certainly the trip, the way that we go to get to our boss room. And we don't really need to worry about going to our boss room last. In fact, we can still get the same value out of telepills that we would out of the shop if I managed to teleport into the shop after fighting the mom. So I'll probably do that. Actually, the thing that's negative about it, the reason we should still fight mom last, is so that we can get maximum value. Oh my god, are you kidding me? We can get maximum value out of Mom's Pearl. Rainbow Baby's fine, but I don't think it's good enough, especially given how much floor we have left. Yeah, because now, if I went to the boss room right away... Oh my god, this is the dumbest damage I've ever taken. If I went to the boss room right away, I would end up fighting Mom. That's, you know, what I want. But also, I would have to basically take the Polaroid, because otherwise, if I accidentally got an IM error room, which is actually kind of what I want, I would end up losing... Oh, that's great. I would end up losing the, ability to go to the chest because I would still be holding Mom's Pearl, because that's the better trinket for right now. But I think I'm just going to explore everything, and the reason for that is for exactly what I just said, basically. Now, I was coming up here to play the Blood Bank, but because we have a Demon Judgment, I am instead hoping that... Ooh, okay, we're going to get a reroll, then go to the Joker room. And do we know what this one does? It's another range upgrade. Okay. So as soon as we get another reroll, we'll go to the Joker and see how that works out. Or we'll go to the Devil room, I guess I should say. Eve's Birdfoot is a bad trinket, in my opinion. And we get the mark for free. That's really, really good. That Demon Judgment was amazing. And you know what's also nice is that he left me enough HP to still play this Blood Bank and feel reasonably confident about how it might turn out for me. Please stop teleporting so much. There we go. So we take our Joker card to the deal with the Devil. And yeah, We already fly. I'm gonna reroll both of these. Now I don't feel so good about that. But, the reason I rerolled both of them is because I was thinking about how Brimstone works in conjunction with Triple Shot, and I was like, I don't know if it works the way I want it to work. There we go, that's what we want there. So, yeah, so sue me, I didn't take Brimstone. Most of you probably think that's a good thing. I did think about it for a while, but I thought Triple Shot might make it take 3 times as longer for Brimstone to charge. And, you know, I was also like, maybe we can get the Pact or something. Excuse me, which would be an interesting choice as well. But whatever. What's done is done. We still have the opportunity to get another reroll on that deal with the devil, although it's pretty unlikely. But it could happen via the telepills. And we can still get the I Am Error room via the telepills, which again is basically just usually free items. Sometimes good ones, sometimes not so good ones, but free items nonetheless. Sometimes expensive items as well. Actually, sometimes I Am Error room takes the place of like a shop, which is weird. So be it though. That is another range upgrade. Might as well take it at this point. I mean, I don't see any reason that we should avoid it. It's not like speed, where too much range is actually going to be a detriment, I think. Unless it, like, range upgrades are actually shot speed upgrades, but that would be pretty silly if that was actually the case. I just realized that I've totally fucked up the order at which I was handling rerolls here. I don't know how I'm going to do this one. I think I'm just going to go through all these rooms. Hope we won't fight Greed, because we already fought Greed. And yeah, that was a misplay by me. But good, we got the map. Map plus compass is obviously, you know, a great pickup for us. I'm very pleased to have gotten the extra HP as well, because that gives me some very good recourse to play this blood bank. So I think the way that we do this is I don't reroll the item room. Instead, we go to the blood bank, we play the shit out of it. And if I get the HP upgrade, great, and if I don't, bad. Oh, of course we get unlimited keys after we've opened a number of things, but anyway. And then I figure out where to use my reroll most appropriately, and, you know, this is why I'm not going to use my reroll right now, is because if we get a deal with the devil, or an I Am Error room, in fact, it might be more valuable to have a reroll set out for those. And I handled this floor, obviously, in an unideal fashion. Oh, that room's done. But we could still get a lot of value out of it. If we get an IV bag here, I'm not going to be happy, but we'll be fine as well, because of the fact that we have so many Spirit Hearts. We'll still win the mom fight with like 95% confidence, in all likelihood. Just keep this up. More money means more money for gambling, basically. And we can always invest more time than is appropriate gambling here in order to get some red hearts back. I would prefer not to, but I'm not Bartleby the Scrivener, so let's just keep this up and hope that we get some more red hearts back. A little bit frustrating that it takes so long for the blood bank to pay out, but it is giving you an HP upgrade, you know, so maybe I should stop being such a little baby about it. And it's okay. Nothing here. Luckily, we can play these guys twice as fast as you can play one of them, so hopefully neither of them explode anytime soon, and we can just kind of keep up the momentum. I just want gambling to either be over quickly, positively, or negatively. I should say, I want gambling to be over quickly, positively, or negatively. No either necessary. My favorite Phil Collins album. Alright. All of those trinkets that have dropped so far are bad. Mostly because they are bad, but also because Mom's Pearl is really good. Judas' Tongue is probably worth taking into the boss fight because of the whole convoluted scheme that I'm trying to run here. Oh, just red hearts are all I want. So yeah, we'll probably get rid of Mom's Pearl for Judas' Tongue, just in case. That was not what I meant to do. Oh, don't accidentally pick up the tick. Actually, Pinky Eye is really good as well. But it doesn't really matter because we're going to be, you know, leaving. In fact, it doesn't really matter what trinket I'm holding right now because we're going to the boss room right next anyway. Curved Horn is also good. But it's basically like, what do you want to take into the mom fight? A damage upgrade for one fight doesn't make much of a difference in my worldview. More red hearts, please? It doesn't make any difference in my worldview, basically, because we're going to be fighting against Mom anyway. But Judas' Tongue has the potential to save us 1 HP in the long term, which is extremely important. Potentially. Or potentially worthless as well. Because we really need to get that deal with the devil for that to work out, and that's probably like a 1 in 8 chance or something like that. I'm going to stop worrying about what trinket I'm holding individually. As long as it's not the tick, then it's all good. And Compass plus Map is obviously great for us moving forward, but oh, Tarot card is extremely good. Lovers, okay, that's basically what I hoped for, that or the Sun. And we get a little bit more money, which is great because I was not sick of gambling yet. And okay, we're back up to 17 cents. Let's keep it going, you know. I know this frustrates some people, but this is also responsible for a lot of the success that I've had fairly recently. Another half red heart is at least another few plays. The real frustrating part is now I have to gamble on this three-headed man even more than I had before. And hopefully he pays out. And every time he pays out with red hearts, I love it, but I also hate it because it gives me more money as well. Just don't pay out with the IV bag after this nightmare that I'm going through here, and then we're cool. And again, as long as I don't get hit by a ton of flies in the process here, I should be fine against Mom regardless. This might lower my chances of getting a deal with the devil. I never know. Let's be honest. My knowledge of the deeper mechanics in Isaac is a little bit rudimentary compared to some of the other streamers, so I should probably shy away from that as that's not really my strength. More red hearts, please. Oh, Lord. Okay. If we could just be Kane. If I could just blow you up. Just give me a slider where I can say, take all my money and then pay out with what you would pay out with. Oh, my Lord. Every single time that you give me more money, it's like another minute added on to my purgatory here. Jesus Christ. I don't even need to do this now. I could wait and do this after the whole mom shebang. Probably a bad choice of words when talking about somebody's mother, but whatever. But this did give us, you know, a lot of keys on the last run. Oh, I really hoped you would explode there. I was just going to be like, oh, I can't save you. I did everything I could. I didn't. I kind of tried to push the bomb into him, actually. More bombs, you know, more problems. This is what I'm looking for, red hearts. Watch the blood bank now pay out with a dime when I get them. And I didn't get them, so whatever. Oh, why don't you just pay out with a dime directly? Cut out the middleman. The right side is not really paying out very well today, but we are down to 7 cents. Oh my god. Okay, this is because I'm getting frustrated. I need to take a second and just relax and be cool. Keys would also be useful. I'm trying to mellow out a little bit. Is the right side just like, it just doesn't pay out? Maybe I should go back to the left side. Left side's lucky, man. Okay. And it paid out with a dime. I'm so fucking mad right now. Okay, well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave because I hate myself, and it's like a slot machine back there. We're gonna go fight Mom, and then we'll telepills, and we'll figure this whole, you know, bullshit out. First things first, though, we gotta fight Mom. It's blue Mom. It's harder Mom, but, you know, our rate of fire is good, our damage is good. Should be okay from a crowd control standpoint. I could use bombs if necessary. Spiders are like the best enemies to spawn on the Mom boss fight here. Yeah, they're very quick to kill, and my range is good enough that they won't be able to get close to me. Greed heads are the fucking worst, but there's gonna be a lot of them, so might as well get used to it. Oh, that one's just more spiders, lucky me. Alright, almost over. Trying to just play it cool on one side of the map here because I really don't want to be caught in the explosion. That always happens. Took some damage. So, oh, there we go. That should do it. Okay, we got meat. That's a crazy good upgrade. We're gonna take the Polaroid with us. I didn't even take Judah's tongue into this whole arrangement here. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We got meat. We telepills out. That took us to a random room. And I am gonna be a total idiot and gamble the shit out of this blood bank some more. I am so dumb, and I know it. But, I think this is the way it has to be done. I really want that blood bag, and now it's just a matter of personal pride. I've invested so much of my life into it. It's gotta pay out. It won't even give me full health anymore. It may have never given me full health, to be honest with you. Oh, red hearts. Yes, red hearts, please. Oh my god, the left side always pays. Why can't you be more like the left side? Is there any other opportunity for us to even get red hearts? Like, I'm just gonna blow this fucker up. I'm gonna play, because I can't trust myself not to play him anymore. He gave me just money. Just money. Half a spirit heart to play this some more. Here we go. 3 more plays. I can quit whenever I want. 1 more. Permanent Polaroid invincibility. I can quit whenever I want. Oh, fucking Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, hopefully we get a deal with the devil. And hopefully I do have a reroll, so no hopefully necessary there. Hopefully we find a way to replenish all of our red hearts. I'm so sick of blood banks being so awful. Now, there's Rainbow Baby. Rainbow Baby's pretty good. I totally forgot about that over the course of our, you know, prolonged endeavor here. Is there a deal with the devil? Yes. So that's where our reroll is going to be. We rerolled those. No. That's unfortunate, but we do take Rainbow Baby with us now. This floor sucked, man. There was a lot of potential. There was a lot of potential, but I blew it. I blew it a little bit. That's okay. We got Rainbow Baby, we got meat, and we got some motivation to stay strong here. I'm very tempted to take the nail, but I'm not going to. Now, we just go straight for the boss room, basically. With only 4 keys, our only, obligation is to ourselves and to the chest. If we find some golden chests, we can take those on a case-by-case basis, but certainly don't want to invest too much in going to the library right now. Actually, that mini... Why would I even go to this room? Maybe I need red hearts, I guess. So, backtracking or sidetracking on a room or on a floor where I should be much stronger than the enemies is actually pretty smart. And actually, I want to go fight that mini-boss up there. It'll give me an avenue to get to the secret room. Thought maybe those would be tinted rocks. But also, it could be gluttony and, or super gluttony for that matter. And either of them have the potential to give me an HP upgrade, which would also, perhaps more importantly at this point, give me nearly full health. First off, secret room. Secret room contains money. It's good. I need it right now. Lord knows 37 cents wouldn't have been enough. It is super gluttony. I actually did not expect that. I thought my odds were maybe like 1 in 10, but here we are. I can fly, so don't worry about the gaps that you find in the arena here. This is okay. It's very important that I get an HP upgrade here, Super Gluttony. Very, very important. Well, you paid out with 1 full heart total and a bomb. That's not quite an HP upgrade, but it's okay. Just ignore my pleas. They fall on deaf ears, I see. I'm okay with that trade. Starting to get a little bit less okay with these trades, but let's see what we've got in our curse room. Just spiders. I don't know. We leave. If I get more keys, then I can justify picking up that golden chest. But 3 keys is closer to the magic number, so I'm okay with it. And yeah, there we go. Again, I'm a little bit low on money, so 62 cents might be enough finally to carry me through. We're not playing this fortune teller anymore. I played enough of your wicked games, Chris Isaac. Okay, there we go. I was just playing it until the first time it didn't pay out. Of course we're fighting Conquest, because that's what you do on the Womb Part 1. You fight Conquest. I expect to take a lot of damage here. What I'm doing is distancing myself as much as possible in the hopes that, probably the futile hopes, that he shoots less at me, or at least I have more time to dodge it. And my range is definitely large enough to make this, feasible for me to stand on the other side of the map and shoot him and keep knocking him back. That was a very easy fight, and I am thrilled with the way that went down. Please don't make me take the white pony. What do you got here? Oh, God, fantastic. Okay. Down to the next floor. White pony plus cat of nine tails is basically the game saying, go fuck yourself. Bad trip is a very good pill moving forward. We actually could get the HP upgrade that Gluttony normally pays out with on this room as well, believe it or not. I think I've seen it before. Shouldn't talk about that as if it's like authoritatively true, but I do believe that is the case. Doesn't do believes? It sounds like a Romanian last name. Like my name is Anita Do Believe. Anyway, I hope that wasn't accidentally racist. We're gonna take our Spirit Heart, which cost us a Spirit Heart, and move onwards. We're lucky that we're very nearly back to full health. We're strong. We are very strong on this run. Are we, defensive enough? Like, do we have enough HP? I think so. I do think so. I think we can make this run work, but the game's, at least on the last couple of floors, hasn't done all that much to keep me, to keep up that momentum that I generated early on. But we should still be able to make something nice happen here. So that could find some tinted rocks. It didn't. That's okay, though. We've only got Mom's Heart coming up. That's easy. And more Spirit Hearts, which is fine. We only use Bad Trip once we get down to 1 regular Red Heart. And no Spirit Hearts. Half Heart Interval is a very nice position to be at. Here we go. This is going to be a fun Mom's Heart fight. This is probably going to be the last fun boss fight over the course of the game. The rest of them, I expect, will be a little bit nerve-wracking. The rest of them meaning both of the 2 remaining. But anyway, good. Monster died in what I would consider to be a palatable amount of time, an acceptable amount of time. Slow fight because I keep shooting my bombs out of the way by accident and then having to deal with the actual enemies that spawn. Oh, that was, again, something that took way more time than it actually should have. Zombies? No zombies. Zombies? No zombies. Coming this fall to Steam Greenlight and then eventually to Steam. A half-heart interval is not really that worthwhile, or like the half-heart interval is worthwhile, but getting that half-heart that exists on the floor right now is not worthwhile. It's actually detrimental. Okay, permanently firing bombs means no chub. Chub, no chub, coming this fall to Steam Greenlight and then eventually to Sura. Oh, okay. We should be able to finish this off really quickly. As you can see, when we're unimpeded, we can really do a lot of damage to whoever we're facing. That is useful now. So it is up to the Isaac fight now. We have 9 bombs. I think it's okay to use one of these to find what's going on in our secret room. It's just more money. Fuck money at this point. If 62 cents isn't enough, I'll never be happy. So I'm making a decision for my own mental health to avoid money. There we go. Did lose a spirit heart, but again, I'm not too concerned about my health right now, as provided that at some point I can get to the chest. As long as I have bad trip for the Isaac fight, I guess that's what I'm trying to say, is that I feel pretty good about, well, I don't feel pretty good about our chances. If we have bad trip prior to going into the Isaac fight, we're going to beat Isaac. I would rather beat him without using the pill, but you can't always get what you want. Now, I probably shouldn't stand right next to him because the spiders are going to be like a genuine threat in that case. Please don't do the foot thing. You should be dead. Thank you. Okay, more money. I said fuck money, but I immediately recanted that decision, realizing that it can be used to buy goods and services. Okay, one more hit, and probably some spirit hearts. And yes, indeed. Okay, very important. We only have 3 keys. That kind of sucks, but so be it. We'll make it work regardless. Real problem, as you can probably suss out for yourself, is that I have no orbitals, which means I am exclusively relying on my own wits and skills to dodge, and that is probably, if this is an RPG, my luck stat would be pretty high, probably. My wit and skill might be a little bit lower, my intelligence, if you will, which is really offensive because it makes it sound like I'm calling myself dumb, which in many ways is kind of self-fulfilling, I suppose. We're going to, I guess a very important part of this fight is running up and poisoning him. I forgot that we had Poison Touch until very recently, so I am just going to make sure that every time we get hit, we do a little damage in return. Do a little damage, make a little love get down tonight. That's how the song by Kool and the Gang went, I'm pretty sure. Now, again, if plausible, I would love to not use the bad trip pill. This has been a bad fight. It's been a bad trip, more like terrible vacation. It doesn't really make any sense. Why would I vacation? I guess I shouldn't judge people. If you want to vacation on a cathedral, that seems not that strange to me. Okay, oh. One more hit means bad trip comes out. I don't want to do that, but I may have to do that. But I may not. These guys should fuck right off, if you ask me. Okay. Now let's see what we've got in our golden chest here. This is an important moment for society. The miter is takeable. The other 2 are re-rolled. Wow, okay. That HP was enormous, and the attack fly is fine. It's not good, it's fine. I think now, again, as long as we basically walk into the boss fights with the bad trip pill, we're basically sorted. And I hate the fucking knockback on the Monstro 2 fight. Creates a lot of problems, but if I can just keep the 1 in sync, that is all that matters, and I can, it's like a really harrowing way of dealing with the fight, but it's also, you know, a not implausible way. The double Monstro 2 is like one of the easiest fights on the entirety of the floor if they're in sync. If they're out of sync, you're fucked, basically. Like, we're not even, we're just over halfway through this fight in all likelihood. I think I hit one of them there, but if I hit both, it would have been amazing, of course. See, like, I had full health coming into this room, and I may end up having to use my bad trip pill. Especially because these guys are quicker than your average Monstro, which creates an even greater fucking problem. Oh, I should have just gotten him in sync there. Oh well. Or I should have gotten him trapped. Oh, I got hit again. This is now looking a little bit scary. Okay, we got 1 spirit heart for our troubles. That's nice. This room doesn't have anybody in it. This room doesn't have anybody in it. In many ways, that feels like the game being like, sorry that we fucked you earlier. And, you know, double Monstro room, double Monstro 2, I should say. Double Monstro is not so bad. Double Monstro 2 is a real freaking problem. I don't even know who to kill last here. It doesn't matter. Lust last is probably the best, but it doesn't matter. Sure, Envy is probably the second best because we get some bombs out of it. We only have 3. You never know if maybe we'll need those for something. Okay, a troll bomb, thank you. Red hearts would be nice. The rosary, that's kind of similar in some ways. Now, again, actually on this room, it's a little bit different. We want to kill Lust first because Lust is the most difficult. Then we want to kill Super Wrath, and then we want to kill Sloth because Sloth can pay out with tarot cards. We're already gonna win this run. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's very, very unlikely that we lose this run now with that bad trip pill in tow. But Sloth could also give us a tarot card, which would win the run for us. So, tarot card is the world. doesn't win the run for us, but much... Guys, I accidentally used the world card as I was moving into the next room, which as a result means that I did not take the bad trip pill into the boss fight with me. Again, remember what I said earlier about my wit and skill stat, not very high in the game. We can still win this. This is why I try to do my best to avoid getting cocky, because I end up getting bukkakied afterwards. Now, we could still win. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be very easy at all. And in fact, is a little implausible. Not implausible. That's not the... I say implausible. What I mean is unlikely. And I can only get hit one more time, basically. We have no bombs left. Holy shit. I can't believe I fucked myself out of this. You know, oh, actually, I didn't fuck myself out of it. This is my way of ensuring that we still had some tension in the game. Otherwise, it would be far too easy to win. And Lord love a duck, you know I don't like an easy victory in the Binding of Isaac. So, that was me trying to preserve the integrity of the game. And I would appreciate it if you did... I was so close to winning. I really thought when that angel fetus died that it would be over, but I'm an idiot, but I'm going to treat that as a win anyway, because otherwise I will find it hard to live with myself. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode in spite of my ineptitude, make sure to show your support by clicking the like button. It helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. As always, thanks for watching. What a bad trip.